And there's a cat before we start. Don't worry about it.
Sorry.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Ones and Twenties, the show where we roll a lot of 20s and a lot more ones. As you'll see, David will be playing the role of the ones as usual. My name is Omid Niliram. I will be your heretical dungeon master. Let's go around the start. Is you mean to go on? Yeah. Let's go around the virtual table and just have everyone introduce themselves, starting with David.
Well, you said my name earlier. My name's David. I'm going to be rolling most of the ones for this campaign. I'm so excited to boost everyone by just being worse and by comparison.
You're the cosmic balance, David. You're the cosmic balance. And we thank you for it. Hi, I'm Faith. I hope not to be joining David as the ones.
It's already shit on David hour.
Love this virtual table. Is it mahogany?
Oh, of course. It's virtual mahogany. Yeah.
Virtual mahogany.
Much more expensive, and your hand goes through it, so it doesn't really
It's actually an NFT.
The table's actually an NFT.
Well, that will be auctioning off to you. Stay tuned.
It'll be worth so much money one day. And by one day, I mean tomorrow, so buy it now.
Yeah, just one day, though.
Right.
We don't get to decide which day it is.
Hi, I'm Susanna. I'm here too.
I told everyone they could say whatever they wanted, or hello.
Those are the facts.
Going great so far.
Yeah.
All right.
My name's Mitch. I will be the worst one in the group. Not in terms of like rolling or anything like that, but just like everything else. The character, the decision making, all of it. It's all mine.
Non-optimal.
Oh, you stole my line there.
I thought you only made optimal gaming choices, Mitch.
No, that's only in the game that we're not recording.
Gotcha.
That character is made to be optimal.
All right. So I'm going to go over a quick couple things before we start the game for everyone at home. As our players are already aware, everyone is starting at level 0. They do not have a class. They're just normal people in the world. Eventually, they'll get a class later on, but right now they're normies. This is the normies campaign. Also, we are not playing Dungeons and Dragons. We are playing a system that I created called, wow, I forgot the name of my system. I also almost called it our show. It is called
That's a good name for the system.
It's called Combat and Conversation, or CNC for short. And it's a lot of terms are going to be similar to D&D. Anything that's new or a little bit different, I'll go over a very brief description of what it is when we come to it in the game. But everything is going to sound very familiar. So that's pretty much all I needed to announce. So let's get into this game. So, the world of Domain is a peaceful land, for the most part. There are no dragons, krakens, or beholders. Creatures that once plagued the land have been extinguished by adventurers and others seeking a safer world for themselves. Or just the magical essences these creatures and the treasures they might have held had. Not that there aren't the occasional owlbear or cockatrice here or there. It'd be foolish to eradicate these lesser monsters as their parts are too valuable. Mix them together correctly, and you can imbue temporary magical properties from these monsters for the one who consumes them, so you can have a really good stew and a really good effect on top of that. Not to mention the magical equipment that can be formed from these monster parts. So they are a very lucrative trade that is very extensive throughout this world. However, with the decline of monsters, it's led to people occupying their time with squabbles between each other. Territorial claims, resource seeking, revenge, all suitable reasons for war and the like. Heroes and villains on each side. Of course, that depends on which side you're on. The nation of Ashgar happens to be brewing up a war against the nation of Listrum as we speak. Though most people in their capital, but most people in their capital, also named Ashgar, just go about their lives. It's a typically small city, lively markets, simple housing, an imposing castle at the edge of town that houses the king. Now we're going to take a look and see what the citizens are up to today. A day that's just like any other. So,
And then it wasn't.
And then it wasn't. And
I
then
tried
it
to
got
kill
bad,
20 people.
oh God.
and
I
then it
actually
got
created
bad.
a serial killer character.
I think you should make a serial character, David. I think that
Did
That
would
we
be
was-
all
yeah.
create serial killers? Oh no. They all meet while trying to kill each other, and we're like,
um,
It's one hell of a
So-
meet cute.
we're going into a decently sized house that houses someone who's the rooster has just crowed. Crowed? Is that what they do?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I was like rooster, crow. Maybe they roosted. No, that's when they plant themselves. I think we should come up with a new word than crow. That
the
doesn't sound
rooster
right.
rousted the house.
I like that. So, stirring from their sleep is the first individual we're going to look at. John, would you like to describe yourself and kind of take us through you just waking up?
John wakes up fairly early. Very unassuming human, like a dirty blonde hair. His wardrobe, nothing special. He's just your simple accountant. Blue eyes, just John Endo. He wakes up just tired from a long day's work from yesterday and has his morning cereal, bringing it back around.
So actually, on that note, after you leave your room to go get your morning cereal, you are greeted by your mother. Oh, John! Oh, you're up early. Oh, really? I have your favorite cereal for you.
Thanks, Mom.
Lots of sugar and energy to give you.
Knowing that my job requires a lot of energy, yeah.
Yes. Well, you have to go out there and seize the day, don't you, John?
What is there to seize? Just gonna be counting.
That's the fun part. Anything's out there.
Just
You
going
can
back,
see anything you see.
going back to work to count coin, like I do every other day.
But what if on your way there you took a different path to work, a different alleyway, spice things up?
But then I might be late.
But isn't that it's a risk? Life is the spice of life is the risks that you take. That's when the spark shows up.
But that seems risky. Something I wouldn't normally do. I don't know. That doesn't seem like me.
John, you never have a smile on your face. I just want you to do something that'll perk that up. I know it's what you usually do. You usually don't take risks or any of that sort of thing, but I just feel like there's so much more out there for you, John.
Like what?
Oh, what if like a cat? Like if you see a cat meowing and you see it there and you just thought, oh, this poor creature, I just want to take care of it. I want to pet it. I want to become friends with it. Someone you never met before.
But I'm allergic to cats.
Oh, no pain, no gain, John. You're allergic to cats because you stay away from them. You haven't gotten used to it. You just need to try.
Because that's how allergies work.
Yeah, no, it's the medieval times. They don't fucking know. All right. By the way, we swear in the show. We don't care.
I'll think about it.
That's progress. That's progress, John. Would you like your cereal first, or would you like to go? Do you need it in a bag?
I'll have it like I always do in a bowl. Cereal first, then milk.
I'll remake it then. And she, and she goes and remakes your cereal. You sit there eating, taking your time as usual. And eventually you leave your house to head off to work. Now, we go to a different part of the city, kind of like on the outskirts, really. It's not part of the city proper. To a stable, where we see a young stable hand.
Yeah, you see kind of up early before the rooster crows. You see a young half orc, tall. Let me share. He's tall, he has light green skin, greenish hair, but he does have, unlike most orcs, he has these piercing blue eyes. And he's kind of bulky. He has that like orcish height, but he's not quite as buff as a regular orc. He's a little bit leaner, a little bit more from the human side there. But overall, somebody who looks like they do physical work for at least part of the day. And yeah, he's been up early. He's feeding the horses right now, stopping to give attention to some of his favorites, particularly a pregnant mare, and also like making sure that the stable boys under him, because he's like pretty he has a pretty secure job and pretty high ranking in the stable. He's making sure that they're all like ducks in a row and stuff like that. But yeah, he's just whispering to the mare, giving her kind of a check over and stuff. There. It's I know you're probably very uncomfortable, but yeah, I would give you a sugar cube, but your diet can't do that right now. I did bring you an apple though. Gives him an apple. Poke, leaving that stall, close it, make sure it's latched. Look out, making sure that the other people are doing their jobs.
Yeah, make a perception check.
First roll of the campaign.
13.
13, okay. Yeah, you get a good inspection of everyone. Seems like most people are doing what they're supposed to. However, Keggy, who's supposed to be shoveling the manure, seems to be taking a break and just sitting against the stable at the moment.
I kind of go over and I lean over and I'm like, Keggy,
What?
You doing all right? You feel like maybe, I don't know, doing your job so we don't all get punished or fired or something like that?
Well, I'm doing all right because I taking a break. You know, shoveling is a lot of work. That manure, listen, horses shit is very heavy stuff. Like,
No, I'm aware. I started in your position and I worked my way up. Do you really think the stable master is gonna like that you're taking a break already after 10 minutes into your shift?
well, I don't think he would like that, but luckily he's not around right now, so I'm pretty
It'd be
good.
a
I got
real-
about 10 more minutes.
Be a real shame if someone told him.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. That's one of my skills, but I have no proficiency bonus.
I'll say you can have bolster one because you may. Actually, this is intimidation. Roll intimidation.
Could it be a frighten?
Sure, I'll let you do that.
I'm implying he might get fired.
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
Okay. So it's double whatever the bonus would be to intimidation.
Yeah. So for everyone at home, Faith is using a specialized skill. So it's like very particular to either her job or her ancestry, which is what we're using instead of races. Same concept, just better word. And it is.
Because race isn't biological, kids. This has been a word from your local anthropologist. Anyway.
Speaking as a Persian guy who goes around and people ask me, "Hey, what are you?" I'm like, there's a better way to phrase that. Let me tell you what it is. Let me tell you what that is. All right. Anyway, so yeah, so a specialized skill basically adds your proficiency bonus on top of whatever skill you're already using. So frighten goes on top of intimidation, which is just a regular skill. So what was your total, Faith?
So is it my skill bonus twice or just my proficiency bonus twice? Because I have no proficiency bonus.
Oh yeah, you don't have a proficiency bonus, so it won't matter actually right now. So it's just your
But I
intimidation.
do get the bolster one.
Yes. Bolster 1. So bolster and hinder. Bolster is adding a D4 to a skill check. Hinder is minusing a D4 from a skill check. For those at home.
I kind of lean in real close, and I'm kind of like I put my arm using my height over this guy up on the thing, and I lean in real close as I tell him this, and I kind of give him a look, and it's a 19.
Ooh. I mean, we don't need to tell Taskmaster. I mean, he's
Well, we surely don't. If you get back to your job right now, I didn't see anything. Nobody did, right, gentlemen? I
No.
turn around.
No, I didn't hear nothing. Yeah, I've had a good rest. I think I'm pretty good. I got what I needed. And he gets back to shoveling that shit.
All right. I will go and start getting one of the. Do I know anything about the habits of the Lord or anything, or who I'm working for?
Yeah, he's currently so the Lord you're working for is actually a marshal.
Right.
So he's currently, because of the war, he's currently has business in town, whipping people into shape, that sort of thing. He's not a, as you've described, like his threat, like he's not a great guy. He's hard to work with. He will fire you or whip you. You know, he's not afraid to be. He can be very harsh.
Yeah. I'm gonna imagine, since he has business in town, I'm gonna get his coach ready. And so it's all ready for him whenever he's ready to leave, and there's no delay.
Okay.
Because I know he likes a schedule. He's a military man.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he is currently, just so you're aware, he's currently in the city.
Oh.
Doing like training and that sort of thing. So he's already taken his prize horse out at the moment, and then he'll be back later. He always wants it taken care of immediately afterwards.
All right, I'll stick close, but I'll go ahead and work on breaking the horse he just bought and getting it trained.
All right, great. So moving from Nicholas, I don't know if we said his name.
We didn't. His name is Nicholas, but he goes by Nick.
Nick. All right. So moving from Nick, we are going to go to a beautiful mansion inside the city, and it's pretty empty at the moment, except for one individual waiting for two people to come down and join her in the foyer. Susanna, would you like to describe your character?
My character's name is Beatrice. She is a sort of middle-aged tiefling woman, fairly stout and matronly would be the first terms that people might use to describe her. She has sort of a slightly uncharacteristic sort of softness, a maternal sort of aura to her. And as she's sitting at the table, she's sort of perusing a number of books that she's recently gathered, some on upper level mathematics and poetry, literature, some on teaching and methodologies in teaching, and then clearly some that she is vetting for the interest of, say, a 12-year-old boy.
And you're just waiting. They should have been here by now.
Well, she's going to glance up. Is there any other staff?
Yeah, your sister is around, but she's probably also tutoring currently at the moment.
Well, I guess I will go get some myself.
All right, they are most likely, their room is upstairs. All right, so you head up there.
Yes, I will head up there. Always good to start with the basics first. Assume they just slept in, not snuck out again.
Mm-hmm. So as you get closer, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Hoo-hoo, bad. 7.
7. Okay, yeah, you're just a little
Distressed.
those two. Yeah, you're a little distressed, so you're not really paying attention. As you get up to the stairs, you approach their door, which is closed. What do you do?
Boys,
Ha! Ha ha! Hoo! Ha ha! Hoo! Ha!
Ah.
Ha!
boys, it is time for breakfast.
Now it is time for me to kill my enemy! Clink. Or thud.
But any good warrior knows that you must have breakfast first. If you die of hunger before you can vanquish your enemy, that is no good.
I must have blood first! Ah!
Well, I think we can arrange a blood pudding for your breakfast.
Blood pudding? Give me a perception or persuasion check. Just, you've got him, but let's see if you get both.
Dirty 20.
20. Yeah, they both, the door bursts open. The twins, not twins. Yeah, they're twins.
Yeah, twins.
Favoric and Rudin burst out. Blood pie. Did you say blood pie? It was blood something. Blood cupcake?
Yes, the blood pudding.
Blood pudding. Hey, you got me good.
Only the freshest pig's blood for you, my little warriors.
Haha, yeah. We're gonna get the freshest. We're skipping studying. We're gonna do this instead. Sweet. And they run down the stairs.
She'll sort of glance around their room, maybe make sure nothing is broken or disarrayed.
Give me another perception check.
Goodness. A 9.
A 9? There's some stuff thrown about, but you don't notice anything broken necessarily. They don't keep expensive stuff in here for reasons.
Yeah. Well, that's good enough, I guess. And she'll walk back down the stairs and poke her head in the kitchens and see if her sister's husband is working.
Make a luck check. Make a luck check. Luck is still in this game. To cover
charisma?
Yes.
10. Perfectly average.
And perfectly average. Sure, we'll say he's there.
He's a baker. He gets up early.
Hello.
Devin. Good morning. I
morning.
just promised the boys that we might get some blood pudding for breakfast. The little warriors want their blood.
It doesn't have actual blood, does it?
Have you not baked a blood pudding before?
It sounds very ooh.
No, it
Ooh.
has pig's blood in it.
Pig's blood?
Yes.
That also sounds very. Ooh, I don't know about.
Is
When I cook the meats,
Is it not
It has
edible
no
for
blood,
like everyone? I grew up eating it.
I mean, I'd have to go get some pig's blood. I guess I don't keep it around in like jars.
You think we could just use like, I don't know, cherries instead or something? Something suitably bloody.
I would very much prefer to use cherries. Yes, that would.
Okay, then we'll go with that. If you could just be creative with it.
Yes, I feel much more comfortable being creative with that than the pig's blood. It sounds like a sacrifice, like a cult.
No, I think it must just be a traditional teaching dish.
Well, I guess so. I just. Ooh. All right.
But thank you very much. I better go check on the boys, make sure they haven't overthrown the kitchen table.
All right. So now we are going to go to a different mansion surrounded by swamp.
Yes.
You made Shrek.
We go to a bedroom.
That would have been a cooler character than one I made.
As we go into the bedroom, as you are stirring from your sleep.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. What you see is not great. From beneath the covers, emerges a character. Okay, that's the button I want.
A character, really?
Yeah, a character.
It's not a monster.
Quite the character.
He has, what's the word I'm looking for? Clammy, pallid skin. Wispish hair that's like falling out.
Oh God!
His
Why?
His head is a strange shape, and his left ear seems to have been like mostly bitten off. And yeah, he will, I suppose, wait for his servants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so your servants are the main ones.
Wait, you didn't mention anything about a crown.
Oh, yeah, well, he hasn't put on the crown yet.
Okay, I thought that was a skull for a second.
No, it's golden and shiny.
So the maids are Lena and Maya, and then the butler is Whitley. They are currently not here. I mean, they're probably in the mansion somewhere, but they're not.
Right. Yeah. Well, they normally come and help me get ready, so at least one of them.
Honestly, Mitch, every time I make a creepy character, I go, Mitch vibes, but you are the originator. You have the purest, awful creature vibes.
Yeah.
I didn't catch an ancestry.
What do you? Well, you'll see.
Technically,
with some difficulty, he will sort of perch himself up so he's more sitting in the bed than laying down as he waits. And he does adopt sort of like a leaning position where he's got like his hand on his head, but only because you would gather he needs to do that in order to support the massive weight of his head on his neck. Because his head is actually rather quite large. The Hero Forge doesn't quite do my mental image justice, but he's got sort of a large bulbous head. And you can like see the veins underneath his skin and everything, and he's just truly a horror to behold. He is simply the worst.
so you're currently waiting there, but no one seems to be coming.
I assume that I would have some sort of bell or something at my bedside table. So I will reach over and give a ring.
Okay. A few moments later, the door opens and Lena, the human maid, enters. Yes, Monsieur Porcher.
Do you not think it is time for me to be ready for the day?
Yes, it seems you are ready.
You know, I would maybe do some of these things myself, but I am so weak.
Yes, I would never disagree with you, Monsieur Porcher.
All right, well,
And
I will let you do it.
she'll start dressing you
Wonderful.
as you just let her. She's just
Yeah. Like a child.
Yeah.
This man is clearly an adult by the way that he like behaves and acts and looks, sort of, you hope. But like his physiology just never got that far.
We get it, Mitch. This is
The Habsburgs.
It's the most wretchedly inbred noble you can imagine.
What's that one Habsburg cousin?
I think it's Charles, the King of Spain.
Dave,
That
he's
was the
end result-
inspiration.
He's the end result of our he's the end result of our CK of our Crusader Kings 3 total inbred campaign.
Yeah,
that
me
we're
and
gonna
Omid
do.
are gonna do a Crusader Kings where we're only gonna marry our family.
Where you're
see
gonna
how far
make
we can go.
Jean-Claude.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the goal, sadly. Anyway. She eventually finishes dressing you. Anything else, Monsieur Porcher?
Is my breakfast ready?
Yes, I believe Maya has displayed the food upon the dinner table.
Then I will make my way down.
Your mother is already eating, I believe.
Oh, wonderful.
All right, so you make your way down.
Yeah.
My bet's on Mitch's character dying first.
If
That is always Mitch's character dies first. Like, that's not
sometimes
that's
they're
a,
designed for that.
that's a 10-1.
Mitch, we once calculated it, and you have like above 50% chance of dying in every given campaign.
Did you count the one shot where I died? I think multiple times.
Yeah, we've
Uh,
run the numbers. It's you, David, and then me and Suzanne at like a 0% chance to die.
It's because of all of Mitch's optimal gaming choices.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And David's ones.
So yeah, he can make his way. He can walk around and stuff on his own. Maybe it wasn't like that wasn't in the Hero Forge. Maybe we'll incorporate a cane at some point. That'd be kind of fun. But he'll make his way down. He has a hard time. He makes it down the stairs. It's a lengthy process, but that is one of the things that he is determined to do by himself because he doesn't want to seem feeble.
Right. Give me an acrobatics check.
Hell yeah.
This is difficult for you.
For the first death in the campaign.
God, he's
Hey,
good.
natural 19 for a total of 19.
Hey, yeah,
Okay.
you have no problems getting down these normal stairs.
Hell yeah.
So when Omid was talking about we have 6 hit points, getting down the stairs could kill you. He was talking about Mitch. Good to know.
Me specifically.
Okay, so eventually, you get downstairs and you see your mother, Camille, eating her porridge. Ah, Jean-Claude, it is about time that you joined me at the breakfast table.
I would have come sooner, mother, but I forgot her name. Lily?
Camille.
No, not her. The servant.
Lena.
Me forgot the name. Jean-Claude
Gotcha.
didn't forget.
Lena.
But Lena is apparently she was not on the ball today. I don't know what happened. Normally I wake up and she is right there ready for me, but today I had to wait.
Well,
You see his
Wouldn't be
breathing is labored. Just like standing there.
I want to see this guy
rely
stand.
on Lena. Although it seems you got down the stairs like a normal person today. So good job on you.
I do not appreciate this tone you are taking with me, Mother. You know, these things are difficult for me.
Yes, I know, but if
My
I was
delicate
complimenting
constitution.
you that you didn't fall down the stairs and hurt yourself. We can't have the heir of this house taking themselves out of an early death. That would be horrible for the family name. You must live on, of course, Jean-Claude.
You know, Mother, this is not a thing that I can perpetuate on my own. As you know, once they were done making me, there was no reusing the mold, huh?
Hmm. Unfortunately. Well, your porridge is getting cold. Stand up straight. You've
I am
lost
standing as straight as I can, Mother. This is a difficult thing for me. You know, my neck is not very strong. I have these aches in my back. My feet, they are turned into each other. This is a terrible thing.
Yes,
I'm surprised I have not fallen already standing this long.
yes, you better sit down before you do.
May go over to the table.
Truly a cursed creature.
And you join your mother for breakfast. So now we're on the outskirts of the city once more. People crying, sobbing, a lot of sadness, very gloomy atmosphere. Family members gathered around, dressed in black and veils. Susanna,
Yes.
would you like to describe your other character?
I didn't think I'd get to play him.
I had them make
Yeah.
backup characters.
Give
for
me a
everyone at home.
second to bring up his hero. So,
Oh, hell yeah, this guy.
This guy.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, actually.
So
The other one.
there is really no mistaking this man. He stands apart from the rest with huge metallic red and golden wings.
This guy.
This guy.
He's beautiful.
This is Embriel. He's a priest here to comfort the mourners and the family. That's his job, is all about bringing comfort to the bereaved. And he has a very sort of confident and calm air about him. You look at him and feel almost peaceful in the sense that you're like, oh, I don't have to worry about these things anymore. He's going to take care of them for me. And as he sort of winds his way through the mourners and the crowd, he's going to look for presumably the people who called or hired him to come here.
Yeah, so it would be the family Savlantha. It's an elvish family. Hesh Savlantha is the one who deceased. She was a barber. And it's not just the family that's here. Pretty much all the elves in the city have actually come for this funeral. Elves dying is a rarity. So whenever this happens, it's a big whole community getting together and mourning the death that should not have touched such long-living souls. But you eventually make a perception check.
I rolled a natural 18. I can't remember what his stats are. I don't have them. I was not expecting to play him. Give me a second.
I know, no one's expecting. No one expects the backup character.
Well, I'm surprised one of my backup characters didn't come up before because it seemed like that was the shoe-in, but
I thought that was gonna be my character too. Like, that's a little dramatic. All in black.
Uh, perception is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay. Yeah, you clock the family right away. You know, the ones that are especially sad, you know them from a mile away. You see the mother and two
And
sisters
quick
there.
clarifying question here. Is this one of the events where I was invited or invited myself?
For this one, you were invited. They definitely want to try and get like someone who's very much flashy because they think because it's an elven funeral. Like they burn them. They're like the deceased is on a pyre. This is something like they must remember the dead. It's not like a
So-
subtle affair.
As he approaches the family, he's going to hold in both hands an amulet, a golden amulet that he has. It's sort of in the shape of a sun, but it has a roughly etched butterfly on the surface. And he's going to take a moment just to say a brief prayer over his hands, over the amulet, before he approaches the family. Can you give me a sense of like what they're feeling, what they look like, how emotional are they?
Yeah. So the emotion that you capture from them is sadness.
Nice. I just wanted to double check that no one was looking like weirdly
Happy.
resentful or bitchy or secretly. I don't know.
You know, that one cousin is like, I got the inheritance. Yeah.
Right. And he is what does he know of this sort of family structure? Who the deceased was and
The deceased was a barber.
yeah.
She cut hair. Very mainly specialized in elven hair.
And then like her connections to her family, is he looking for, reaching out to her mother if she has a spouse, children?
She has a mother and some sisters around as well, but probably the mother is the one who hired you.
Okay. Yes. Ambrielle will, after having said this prayer, will walk up to the mother and very gently. It is a great loss for those of us left here, but her life and her breath leave this place for other realms, and the things that they will touch will all become golden as the sun.
Just like the hair she groomed.
Just like the hair she groomed.
She always did it just right.
It
We're
is
all going to
true.
look awful next summer. Oh.
And it will be difficult whenever you see your awful hair to think of her.
Oh. Father Ambriel, it was beautiful.
And he's going to sort of reach out and gently sort of cup her shoulder and be like, it is the little things in life, the little ways that people touch our lives that really matter the most.
Oh, I didn't
And
hear
it's-
anything you said, but it sounded beautiful. Oh.
It's clear that she held much sway, a large importance to many people in this community.
Of course. Elves, we pride ourselves in our beauty. And now, oh, we're basically human.
A tragedy indeed.
No offense. Oh.
Oh, I'm not human, no worries.
Oh. No, you're an angel.
I am indeed.
Oh. And she'll look upon your face, a beautiful angel, and just cup your face.
I will note, he also has golden hair and golden wings.
Mhm.
He's so beautiful.
Are you
No,
sure you
not
don't-
elven ears, though, unfortunately. He does
Are you
have
sh-
stupid-looking round human ears.
Right. Are you sure you don't have elven blood in you? It's just, I find it so hard to believe such a beautiful specimen.
No, I was simply blessed by my God.
Mhm. What was that god again?
Give me 1 second to remember his name.
Adam?
Anapnoi.
Mhm.
Anapnoi.
Ah, yes. I forget. There's so many. I forget.
Perfectly understandable, but no, Anapnoi is the one who gives us life, gives us breath, the sunlight of a summer's day, and I find it is helpful to remember that the sun will shine again, even when we have lost those we hold most dear.
More beautiful words once again cannot be spoken from another's mouth. You're truly a blessing, Father Embryo.
I am sad that tragedy has brought me here, but it is a blessing to be here.
I will tip you well. And with that, we're going to move somewhere else to a butchery inside the city. Kids, little tiefling kids running around, getting up to no good. As the butcher is dealing with a customer at the moment. Mitch, would you like to describe your character?
Oh.
Yes. I also was not expecting this, but that's okay. Before you, or before the customer, I suppose, is a another character whose true image in my head could not really be done in Hero Forge, but that's okay. He is he's a large tiefling man.
Oh my God.
And he's much fatter than I could make him on Hero Forge actually. But he's like just like the biggest, roundest dude you could imagine. He's got this sort of crown of horns atop his head. He looks like he's sort of getting older in his years with the way that his hair is growing. And I guess my question to you, Omid, is this customer that I'm dealing with? Did they just come up to the counter, or are they already?
He's been trying to decide what to order. This is Glenn. This is
Okay.
Glenn. He has a hard time picking out what he wants. So he's been there for a bit. I don't know if I want the pig today or the cow, or can we get an ox? Can we do a male cow? Is that a thing that we can do? I mean, what
Well,
are we talking here, Dante? I mean, what do you do?
well, Glenn, as I've explained to you many times, a male cow is still just beef.
Okay. But is it more beef? I mean, is it?
Well, I mean, it depends on the cow or the bull, I suppose, if we're talking about male cows.
So many terms.
Some of them are bigger, some of them are smaller. Generally, the larger the animal, the more meat there is. But this is not, sometimes magical creatures, few and far between as they are these days, they're strange.
Well, that food's too expensive. I come here for the cheap stuff. So
Yes, I know.
Yeah, is there something bigger than a cow then? Because you said it's on the size of the animal. So
I don't think that they generally keep livestock bigger than cows. No.
I mean, could someone theoretically hunt one? Because I mean, the place
Well, here's the
we
here
got monster
again.
birds
So,
at the Wild Zoo over there. I mean, it's all the fancy, cool shit.
well, anything that's much larger than a cow is usually, first of all, usually magical. Secondly, usually not kept as like livestock.
Okay, what about an elephant? That's not magical, right?
That's unfortunately a little exotic for what I've got.
Ah,
And again, not really livestock usually.
all right. You drive a hard bargain, Dante.
He's got a winning smile, Dante does.
All right. Okay. You got what's good today then? What's good today? What do we got going here?
Well, of course, everything's good today, Glenn.
Well,
But if you're looking for, but if you, I understand what you mean. I understand what you mean. I have to be a bit of a salesman, Glenn. Come on.
all right.
So, sorry. If you're looking for something good and cheap, I would suggest the pork.
Pork. Hey. Well, wrap me up some pork then, I guess.
All right, how much would you like?
Oh God. Oh jeez. Is a pound a lot?
A pound is not a lot.
No. What's bigger
No.
than a pound?
What?
What's bigger than a pound? What's above that?
Multiple pounds.
Well, no. But what's the unit of measurement or weight above?
I think the thing above pounds is tons, and I do not have a ton of pork.
You don't have a ton of pork?
Well, okay. I have a ton in the sense that I have a lot of pork, but I do not have so much pork that it would make over a ton, which is an actual unit of measure, I think.
A lot of pounds then.
A lot of pounds. How many? You need to give me a number.
Oh God. Between 1 and 10.
Between 1 and 10. I can work with that.
All right.
I will give him 7 pounds of pork because I'm feeling generous.
7 pounds of pork. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and he'll hand over the money. All right. Pleasure doing business with you, Dante.
As always, Glenn. As always.
All right. He's just squeezing it as he goes, kind of testing it as he leaves the butchery. And you're left there with no customers.
Okay. I suppose I'll go to the back
Mm-hmm.
and see what my wife is up to.
All right.
The missus.
Yeah,
missus.
she's currently cleaning. It's a bit of a mess in the back. She's cleaning around the kids who are just
Mhm.
kind of like
Right.
running
My
around.
6
Everyone-
kids, my 5
right.
kids.
5. Everyone's so actually make a perception check for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Not great. Not great on the awareness on this guy. Hey, natural 20.
Oh wow!
Nice. First one.
Total of 17.
So, your wife Hannah is trying to work around them, trying to clean and sweep up. You see Shoal, you see Abaddon, you see Lazarus, you see Cain. However, you don't see your 5th child.
Okay. I'll just call out to him. Peter? Is that here a whimper?
Yeah, from
Oh,
his
God, I'm gonna look around for him.
You hear it. Well, you roll a high enough perception. You hear it from
Yeah.
the kids' bedroom. They all
Okay.
sleep in the same room.
Yeah, for sure. I will carefully make my way over because I don't want to run over any of my
Right.
kids, and I don't want to
Make an
disturb
acrobatics check.
I don't want to disturb what Gehenna is doing.
Yeah.
Not great on the dexterity on this guy either. He's a large man.
So good.
Oof. 5.
5. Ooh. Okay. Okay. You. Lazarus kind of. Oh, Dad! You stepped on my shoulder. How? Why did you do that?
Why is your shoulder so close to the ground?
What? Boy, you're too big, Dad. You're big.
I'm sorry. I couldn't see you.
You gotta look down, Dad.
I can't see past my belly.
Oh man,
You know this.
Well, I get your belly, so I don't know if you're looking or not. Sometimes.
I'll tell you what, and I'll sort of I'll bend over as best as I can and sort of scoop him up.
Uh-huh.
Because I assume I'm making it canon that all of my children are fairly young.
Yeah.
Sort of scoop him up, and as I sort of cradle him in my arms, I'll be like, I'll tell you what, I can't make any promises, but I will do my best to know where I'm going. I thought I was, but I'm sorry. I didn't mean to step on you.
It's okay. I'm winning King of the Hill now. Ha
Oh, I see.
The other kids are like, oh, not fair. Come on.
And then
Dad."
I will simply put him on my shoulders then as I continue to the
That suckers.
bedroom.
Yeah. You see your son Peter, the most frail of all the kids. Oh, hi Dan.
I'm
How's it going?
assuming he's in the bed.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just walk up and just like sit down on the floor. I hope to be maybe sort of like eye level with him.
Yeah, you're a little bit above still, but
Right.
Mhm.
What's going on, Peter?
I'm fine.
All the others are running around and you're in here. What's going on?
Just calling a lot.
Yes, I heard. Are you feeling okay?
No. Am I gonna die?
Oh, Peter.
I've heard stories.
What stories have you heard, Peter?
Oh, it starts with a cough, and then you turn inside out.
Well, Peter, I know a thing or two about animals, and as you know, we are animals.
Yeah. Because
They don't normally just turn inside out. Normally, you have to do that to them.
Not normally, but with the cough, that's what makes it so dangerous. That's what Shoal said.
Shoal, I don't think knows what's anything. I don't think Shoal knows about coughs.
She knows everything.
She is pretty smart.
Right?
But, Peter, I've never known somebody with a cough to turn inside out. And I'm like super old.
Oh, you're ancient, I guess. Okay.
Now, if you don't
So
feel
we
like
can-
if
we
you don't
find
feel
them?
if you don't feel well enough to run around, Peter, you don't have to. I just want to be sure that you don't feel left out from the others. I know that
You want me to run around, Dad? I can run around.
Peter, I only want you to run around if you feel okay to run around. If you are not feeling okay to run around, please do not run around.
What?
If you are not feeling okay to run around, then do not run around.
Oh. Make a persuasion check.
Okay. 15.
Okay, Dad. Should I just lay anything I should do to feel better? He does look
I'll talk to your mother. I'll get her to make you some bone broth.
And blood pudding.
Maybe you should, I don't know, call somebody who's not a butcher or a mom.
Doctor.
Listen, that's not his choice.
First of all, the other stat that's not super high on this guy is his intelligence. Secondly, who says that he's got enough money to call somebody that's not a butcher or a wife or a mom? I mean, okay.
I don't know, maybe
Then
there's a charity, like a charity fund for sick Peter.
who?
Yeah, Embryo runs it. Definitely does.
Alright, so
Yeah, call him Brielle.
we're going to move across the street to another restaurant in the kitchen. with some cooking happening. David.
Yeah, so in this kitchen, you see a full-blooded orc.
Mm.
Um, just hacking away at just a poor, helpless, now dead pseudo dragon.
Oh,
Just
jeez.
Korgon knives. Is starting his day off at his 9 to 5 at the 9 hells.
Yes,
Me and Mitch didn't coordinate this. This kind of just happened.
I know.
That's so
Rival-
good.
Rival meat cutters.
I kept mentioning the other restaurant. I was like, well, maybe he'll get angry. Nah, it's fine. It would have been really funny if there was a.
There's probably like hustle and bustle going around, but he's kind of just kind of focused on like making the right cuts, making sure that like nothing goes to waste here. He's got
Yeah,
like a very beautiful like mustache, just very thick,
Luscious.
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 I don't know if you can see it. There you are.
Yeah, so as
that.
you're doing that, about to cut this pseudo dragon in half, or many pieces, I should say, you feel a tap on your shoulder.
What do you want? I'm working here.
You turn around and you see your girlfriend.
Oh, hey, sweetie, what's going on?
Oh, hi, Corgan. I just thought I'd bring you lunch. And she's got a little sack.
Oh, what'd you get for me this time?
Oh,
She's
just
like-
some bread.
Some bread? Oh, so thoughtful. You know that I got the meat here. Of course. I can make my own stuff here.
Yeah,
But I
okay.
really appreciate the bread. It's the thought that counts.
Oh, the thought. Oh, okay. Do you have time to eat together, or
You know what? As he's like wiping blood
Okay.
off of his hands,
Uh-huh.
just give me like 5 minutes, and I'll get a table out front, and I'll be right there.
Okay.
I just gotta finish this cut, and then I'll be right there.
Okay, all right.
What does his
do you have-
girlfriend look like? What's
What
the
does his
girlfriend look
girlfriend
like?
look
Yeah,
like?
what's the
David?
girlfriend like?
I honestly forgot that he had a girlfriend. I made this character like a year ago.
What does she look like? What is her
Yeah, make it up right now,
ancestry?
David.
What's her name?
She's a
Yeah, I've got a name for my wife. Not that anybody asked.
I never got a name, so make up whatever you want, David.
she's a tiefling.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Gabriella.
Gabriella, okay.
Yeah.
I want Gabriella to be Dante's sister now.
Uh,
The Romeo Juliet.
it's canon now.
Yeah.
It's canon
Can't
now.
now.
Yeah, she's like deep red. Dante was red, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Or they're like cousins or some shit.
They're
Yes.
probably cousins because Dante's pretty old and you're much younger, David.
Yes,
yeah,
it's their younger sister.
yeah. So she goes off to go get a table. She waves to you as she goes.
I just finish up what I was doing, and then as fast as I can, and quickly make my way over there with the bread and some slices of meat,
Make a perception check as you leave the kitchen.
which is awareness, right?
Yes. Awareness
Uh,
is what I use instead of wisdom.
11.
11. Okay. Yeah. So you see a tabaxi man, someone who's kind of familiar to you, Glenn, walking up to you with a big old sack of probably meat inside of it.
Hey, Glenn, what's going on?
Torgon, hey, listen, I just got this sweet pig meat, and I was wondering if you can mix it with some of your magical creatures, like make something like something with pizzazz to make me feel magic-y. It doesn't have to be like original magic. We just infuse with this, so it'd be a lot cheaper because I have like the main ingredients for it. The bulk, the weightiness.
What do you got there? About like 10 pounds worth of pork? You know what? I
Yeah,
just
10 pounds. 10 pounds. That's what Dante said it was. Yeah.
well, I just got freshly cut pseudo dragon in the back.
Can you hook that up for me right now? I really gotta go. I gotta do it.
I'll get one of the other guys to do it for you. But
Oh no, you got the magic touch, bud. Come
Hey.
on, Morgan. Come on, man.
Gabriella's here for breakfast, so just
Oh, she's so sweet. She'll wait. Like,
Glenn, you're a friend of mine,
yes, he can't be.
but I see you like once a week. I hardly know you.
Oh, what? Come on. We're basically best friends
Here at the Nine Hells, we hire nothing but the best. All right.
Exactly. That's what
One of the other guys will do it. All right.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, wait, don't orcs have minus the charisma?
Charisma? Yeah.
Yes.
8.
8. Come on, please. He kind of grabs him like, come on, please. It'll be super quick. You're
Glenn,
so good. You're so fast.
Glenn,
Huh?
I don't like repeating myself.
Oh, boy. Oh, God.
One of the other guys is gonna do it. I'm gonna have breakfast with Gabriella right now.
All right. Well, man, Gorgon, I just gotta say, like, Dante is such a better representation of your people. It's really disregards the stereotypes, and you're kind of perpetuating some of them by raising
What
your voice.
stereotypes are you referring to, Glenn?
Oh,
Watch your words.
whoa! I mean, look at the tone of your voice, or I'd say listen to it, but I can see it. It's so palpable. I can spice.
What are you trying to say, Glenn?
What am I trying to say? What? No, it's not what I'm saying. It's
I
what
was gonna
you're
do you
saying.
a favor here. And now you're over here interrupting my breakfast. Well,
What's going on? Gorgon, is everything all right?
everything's going great, Gabrielle. Don't you worry about a thing. Just go back, sit down. I'll deal with Glenn here.
Raising his voice again. Oh, jeez. Oh boy. All right. I don't want to cause any trouble. I'll just mosey on out of here. I don't want to cause any trouble.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Glenn. All right.
All right, and he'll head on out.
I have to go take my brain pills.
Sounds good.
I just wanted to let you know because I was the last one. So if we want to take a 5-minute break, now might be the time.
We'll just stick with you some more, David, until Faith comes back.
Sure.
Tell us more about Gabriella.
Gabrielle.
Oh, that seems a little bit heated. Are you all right?
I'm fine. I'll just. Glenn was implying a few things.
Oh. Like you're a bad chef? Because you're the best chef in the city. I mean, everyone knows that. That would be ridiculous to say otherwise. No one comes close.
He was saying I was a bad representation of my people, whatever the fuck that means.
Oh. Okay. Well, at least he left.
That's the good part. Now we get to have our breakfast in peace.
Yes, I ate a little bit of my sandwich already.
Oh, not to worry. I know you get hungry sometimes. It's fine. Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Well, people get hungry.
Yeah, but you said me, like, specifically.
Yeah.
Like, I get hungry a lot, and I
No.
down at her belly.
What?
That's feeling it. Is this? Have I put on some pounds of what? Have you always noticed about me? Yeah, but like I eat a lot.
No, you're a person So you, as a person, would get hungry. I get hungry too. I mean, I'm surrounded by food all day, so it's
Right, but I mean, you look great. I mean, you've been surrounded by food all day, so
it's the protein. You gotta stick to the protein. That's why I.
oh, I should have got bread.
Gabriella, the bread's
I can
great.
go back. I can
It's
go back.
gonna
I can make something else.
no,
Give me-
no. Sit down. Sit down.
You want soup? Is that
Look, this
okay?
all grain bread. It's gonna go perfectly with some
I think of a magical creature.
yeah, with some chimera beef. It's gonna be great. They're just we got like they're very rare.
Oh,
Just
chimera?
they're very rare, and we
Oh.
just got a shipment in.
I didn't even know they were
Last
still
week.
around.
I know it's quite a catch.
Make an intelligence check, David.
Plot twist, you're lying.
Oh, I rolled really badly. That's a 2.
Oh man! All right, you don't know this fun fact.
Chimera are extinct.
I was ripped off. It's fine.
You don't know what it was.
Probably by Glenn. That motherfucker.
Glenn is actually the BBEG.
Of course. He's gonna use that pig meat, and it's just gonna do some ritual sacrifice and create the pig god, the pig demon. Oh, well, do you have the chimera in the back, or did you bring it out with you?
Yeah, of course, I got it right here.
Oh, okay, great. How do we? Well, work your magic, I guess.
Well, yeah, just sit back, relax. I got this. I also got this
He's
great
just
goat.
leaning forward, like super far. Just
I also
watch.
got this great goat cheese. Like, lean back. It's just back.
She goes back for a second and then leans back in.
You're really breathing down my neck right now, and it's
Oh.
really making it hard to work.
Okay. She goes back slightly.
That's better.
Hey, you're okay.
That's better. That's better. All right. I really got this fine goat cheese. It's from just outside of town. I know the guy. He's really good.
Is it like a magic goat?
Not this goat. This goat is just a regular goat, but not everything
Oh.
has to be magical.
Oh, okay.
It's also a bit cheaper, so you gotta find that great deal and great flavor. It's just this like a balancing act.
Oh, okay.
And he's just gonna start like slicing the bread and
Make a. Well, this is a dexterity check, David. Or crafting.
I'll do crafting.
Okay.
It's way better than my dexterity.
I know.
Oh hey, 17.
Okay, yeah, you make a very, very well chimera sandwich.
How many of us dumped Dex?
I was just looking at all my characters and I didn't realize that I dumped charisma for every single one of them. That wasn't intentional. That just kind of happened.
It's okay. Charisma is my highest or second highest stat on two of my characters. So.
All right, we are now going to go over to a blacksmithy.
And probably in the same neighborhood, actually.
Probably. Yeah, probably.
It's Tiefling District, baby.
Boom.
It's called Little Hell.
We're currently
I'm back.
Well, we skipped you. We'll come back to you in a minute.
All right,
I just did it, so can it?
fair.
All right. So currently we go to a blacksmithy. There's a woman there, and she's currently knocking on a door. Is there any response?
Who's knocking?
On the bedroom door. Cat?
Yeah?
Oh, good, you're there. All right, I thought you were out off again. Are you gonna wake up soon?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, well, because you sound woken up. Could you? We have some chores. I'd like you to help up with.
Are they like, what kind of chores?
Necessary
Yeah, fine.
for the well-being of the house.
I guess.
Well, it's not a guess. It is necessary for the well-being of the house. I'm just telling you like it is.
Yeah, I get it. I'm
All right.
up.
So if you get it, do you want to open this door and help out soon? Do you need to get dressed? Have you
Yeah,
gotten
I'm
dressed?
dressed.
All right. So you're dressed, but you weren't up. So you're bed up then.
I did sleep last night. At home. I did sleep.
I assume you did sleep, but now you're making me think you didn't sleep last night.
Well, you implied that I was like up already, and then I was up all night, and I wasn't up all night.
No, I was implying. Oh, jeez, child. I was implying that you said you weren't up. But clearly, if you're dressed,
Yeah, just don't get
you
mad
could have
because I
gotten
saw
out of your
black
room.
eye
You could be
again.
hanging around in your room, and you could have come out here already. What? What was that?
You just have to promise not to get mad because I got in a fight again.
You got in a fight again?
This is
I'm
why
coming in.
you
I'm not
come
waiting for you.
out.
She's gonna open the door. And like, oh, for what kind of? You can go and show your character now. By the way.
The character you see before you is a very rough and tumble 11-year-old Goliath. She's, as her ancestry would suggest, fairly tall for her age. Quite pale with the sort of typical darker markings of a Goliath. And yeah, she looks like her knuckles are bruised, scraped. She's got a little bit of blood on her shirt, but she doesn't appear to be bleeding. She does definitely have a black eye, though.
So the woman is Amelie is a tiefling. Did you get in a fight with a brick wall? What's with your fists?
No, just some people were being mean again.
To who? To you?
No, not to me.
Then why did you seem to butt in and get yourself in a fight you didn't need to?
They were teasing Minnie for being small.
I mean, well, that's bad. And
So I punched him.
All right, did you use your words first?
No.
All right. And when you don't use your words first, what happens?
You get punched back, but I
Yeah.
knocked him out cold.
And you think that's a good thing?
Well,
and if you hurt someone, that's not a good thing. That's not a
yeah,
plan.
but they hurt Minnie first with their words. So words aren't that good either.
Well, no, they're not. Neither of them are good. All right, but you escalate it when you make it physical.
Yeah, but I'm not any good at words because they're all.
Well, you never try them. Now, do you? And if you don't try them, how you gonna get better at them? Huh?
I guess.
Yeah, you get better when you work at the smithy. You know, helping Moira, because you do practice repetition. That's how you get better at it. You don't get better at it by not doing it.
Yeah.
Alright, does it still hurt?
A little.
Alright. Alright.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. It's alright.
I just got so mad when they said mean things about Minnie, and then I couldn't think, and I just punched them. And I know I'm supposed to use my words, but words are hard, and I get mad and they go away.
You know, lots of things are hard. You know, and that's just a part of life. And you're gonna always run into those hard things. But sometimes you gotta face them. Because they're always coming up. They're always gonna come at you. And if you never face them, the ones that aren't deadly right now, the ones that aren't life-threatening, when those really important ones come up, you're not gonna be able to do it. You're not gonna have the experience, the feeling of overcoming them. Because at some point you're not going to have a choice and you're going to have to do the hard thing.
Yeah.
Ready. I'm going to send for the healer to take a look at your eye.
I can still see out of it fine. It just looks bad, I think.
Alright. Well, I don't want you walking out there. Well, yeah. I don't want you walking out there looking like that. Alright? You look. Not that you look a mess. That's not what I'm saying. I don't want people to know that. You know, I don't want you looking hurt or being hurt. You know, you look fine. You say you look fine, but I just want you to feel better, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Still gonna make you do chores, though.
And I can work in the forge later?
Alright, you can skip the chores. You can go work in the forge right now, but don't get in trouble again. However, we're gonna get someone to look at you.
Okay. Okay, I'll just watch. I'll be really
You'll
careful.
watch until then. Alright.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So, currently we're in a forest outside the city,
Mm-hmm.
where some mushrooms are currently being picked by someone. Faith,
Yes.
would you like to
Finally,
describe your character?
Yes. So what you see is there is a very small, middle-aged woman, shock of like graying white hair, diminutive you recognize as a gnome. Currently with kind of like a bag, like a hand-woven bag, gathering some mushrooms with a very sharp knife. You can see her kind of right there. Look at her. She's so nice. She has kind of a no-nonsense, very like careful hands as she's cutting and making sure that she's not damaging any of the stalks. She looks like she's splitting up the caps and the stalks from each other. And then also she has a book that she occasionally that's open on the ground nearby that she's occasionally referring to and making some notes in, and kind of muttering to herself. This is Sharn is actually how the name is pronounced.
Warren, okay.
Sharn Beaton
Beaten, okay.
of the Beaton medical kindred.
Yes. Yeah, so as you're just kind of picking mushrooms and whatnot, Miss Beaton? Oh, Miss Beaton?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm not a wolf. I don't know if I sounded like one.
Don't you mind? Yeah, no. What is issue? She's like packing up her stuff because usually if someone's come and found her, something's wrong.
Alright. Oh, it's not life threatened or anything like that. I'm just my child just got into a fight, so her knuckles are bleeding a little bit. I'm worried about an infection, and her eye is pretty. She's got a black eye, so I just wonder if you could take a look at her. I mean, if you have the time, it's not life threatening or anything, but it looks like it really stings. So I just want to make sure that nothing's gonna,
Oh yeah.
it's not gonna grow to any worse.
No, of course. Let me go back to my hut and we'll grab some stuff on the way.
All right.
Should be a little arnica based, some yarrow on the cuts. She'll be right as rain.
Oh yes, whatever things you say. I couldn't repeat them, so I won't try.
Yeah, so she they on the way back into the town, she stops by a little very quaint, it's very cottage core little hut that it seems to have a greenhouse and this very beautiful garden next to it filled with various neatly placed herbs and vegetables and stuff. There's a little brick with a little chimney. It's very cute. And she kind of runs in, puts something down, grabs up a couple bottles of stuff, a little tin, and runs back out. And she's like, "All right, I got everything. Let's head out." Who's injured? Who's injured?
Oh well, I mean, she's not I didn't birth her, but she we've been taking care of her. Her name is hold on.
Cat.
I need
Oh, Cat. Yeah.
She prefers cats for whatever reason. Oh, she's got
Yes.
some nice name.
Yeah, no, of course. As they're kind of walking, Sharn will kind of make a couple kind of inquire how's the rest of the family, business going well, what about yourself? I know you had that cough a couple months ago.
Yeah. Oh, it's much better thanks to your help.
Oh, good.
Everyone
want those things catching or spreading around, so.
Oh no, especially not with a little one around.
Oh, of course not. Cat fighting again. You said bruises and knuckles?
Yeah, he's she got into a fight with she was trying to defend a friend, but she runs a little red, that one.
Noble cause. Would you like me to speak to her a little bit as I'm cleaning up the wounds, as it will?
I mean, she could always use some more speaking to, so I wouldn't say no to that.
I'll give it my best go. And we arrive at the smithy, and I will head. I assume that I've treated Cat before.
Yeah.
So I'm heading immediately to where I know Cat is probably watching.
She's currently watching Myra, kind of burning some, or whatever whatever the term for blacksmithing. I know I can picture in my mind heating the metal thingy.
Moira is more of she specializes in more household things, so a lot of nails, but also some cookware.
It's Skyrim, and she's just spamming out door hinges. Gotcha. She's
Hitting the boards. Thank you, David.
Forging.
Yeah, just as a visual, in case no one picked up on it. Amelia is a tiefling, and Moira is a dragonborn.
Thank you for the reminder.
Yeah. Sharn will give a little knock. Hello. Oh, hello, Cat. Moira. Good to see you.
Hi.
See ya.
Cat, do you want to come through with me? I'll get you back to the forge as quick as possible.
Yeah, I guess. Do you have anything for calluses too? Because I gotta build them up. Because the hammers. And.
Well, it depends on whether you want them to stop hurting or form faster.
I don't know, which one do I need to
stop hurting? That's the one.
Come in here. And she kind of takes you aside. She kind of starts looking at your hands, kind of be like, okay, I'm gonna be honest. You're probably gonna want to try to heal them up faster and form them, but it might hurt a little bit.
Yeah, and
Good girl. All right. We'll deal with that secondarily. First, we're going to clean up these cuts. So here you're defending your friend. A noble pursuit.
yeah, I guess.
She's gonna take some she's gonna first like clean it with some like boils water, cleans it off, puts some like fresh mashes some yarrow and like a little mortar and pestle, and like mixes it with some like tallow to make like a paste, and then kind of rubs it on and wraps it around, and then like with the brews gonna take some arnica, grind it up, make a paste. And then we'll see to your calluses. You know, there's no harm in fighting. Not when it's for a worthy cause. But you may want to keep your guard up a little bit. Just on the left there. Looked like you were slipping. You know, back in my day, I was no stranger to fighting.
Gotta float like a butterfly, sting like a.
Sting like
You?
a magical bee.
Like a pseudo dragon. Sting like a pseudo dragon.
Quick question.
Yeah.
How short are you? Because I'm wondering
like,
if Kat is, as an 11-year-old, as tall or taller than-
absolutely, you're taller than me. Like, Sharn is like maybe like she's a gnome, so she's like, and she's short for a gnome, so she's like 2 feet tall, 2.5 feet tall.
Kat looks down at you. You were fighting what?
Well, local kids for one. They kept stepping in my mother's herb garden, and you know they had to be taught a lesson. Now, I'm not saying it went well for me, but you know, noble causes, and the next time I learned to maybe use my words a little bit more. But you know, there's no shame in fighting. I don't regret doing it. And you know, another time, a local village boy messing with me, I couldn't stand for it. Someone had to stand up. He's done that to all the local girls, and well, after I put a dead fish in his bed and
Oh,
made him impotent for a while, he left everyone alone. You don't always
You can do that?
Well, yes, I'm quite accomplished with my herb lore. I have always been since the little girl. Just as my mother and my father, they were both beatens as well.
So, what do you think? Just
Are you asking for a friend?
yeah,
Gotcha.
that.
Yes.
If I wanted to, I don't know, sneak into somebody's, I don't know, house and maybe cause them a little trouble, like dead fish in their bed or something. Dead fish would be good, I think. It would really smell nasty.
Truly does, especially if you hide it.
You hide it.
Yeah, I stuck mine and got it tied up under so you couldn't see it. It just smelled awful. And then I covered it with some hay. I like stuffed it in. But that's neither here nor there. What I would recommend is, I understand this person was picking on a friend of yours.
Yeah.
Do they often pick on other people?
Yeah.
Well, I would imagine there's probably more of you than there are of that person.
Well, yeah, there's me and Nip. Guess probably 1 or 2 other kids too.
The thing is that you have to think about what they want from you. And
Well, I think he's just a noble snob who doesn't like beggar kids.
Yeah, probably. But he probably wants a reaction. He wants you to feel small. So you can either give that to him, and he'll probably leave you alone, or keep your head up. Don't let him get to you. Because
Well,
if
it
he's
would
a noble,
be fine if he like went after me, but he doesn't go after me because I'm big and scary, so he goes after Minnie.
well, I'd tell the same thing to Minnie. But I would hesitate with the dead fish plan, just because if he's a noble, might get in a little trouble.
Yeah, it's not like his house is really secure.
Well, the boy I went after when I was young, just a long time ago. We were in a small village, and he was no laird or laird's son. You understand? You can?
What the heck is a laird?
Oh, right. You're southern. Lord. Lord?
Oh, okay, like a noble.
Yeah, the laird. Anyway,
Why do you say it like that?
how it's from where I'm from.
Where are you from?
The north. Charming place. Smaller.
So you're saying I shouldn't put dead fish in his bed?
Probably not. If he was the same class as you, I might recommend it, but probably not if he's noble.
Stupid.
What I'd recommend is using the buddy system. With you and friends and everyone else who he picks on, make sure you're never alone. And if he comes after you, walk away if you can. And if you can't, well, perhaps your gift isn't words, but maybe one of your friends is. They can start. And if he doesn't respect the words, just let him start the fights, maybe. You can end them. I don't disagree with that. But maybe just let him start them.
I can try, I guess.
Talk to your friends. Maybe you guys can work out the strategy. You see, these things, you got the plan. Maybe you should get like a plan. Like, if he does this, then...
All right, and as you continue to explain these,
I'm the coolest fucking doctor healer in this fucking city.
I mean, definitely. Cool. Yeah, some stuff you just don't know when you read the description that you're sent. I love it. Okay, so now we're going to go to a different part of the city. One of the poorer areas. As a gentleman is walking through the streets with a parchment in his hand.
David knows.
You want to describe your character, David?
So forlorn.
His name is Forlorn?
Uh-huh.
Jesus.
Looked at his parchment. He's a tiefling, but on the older side. Bit well dressed. Looking at his parchment, looking at the names, the addresses that he needs to go to next, because he's a tax collector.
Yeah. Next on the list is Elsa Bellick.
Also Bellic. Just another day's work. And he goes up to the door, knocks.
It's a very, as I said before, it's a poor neighborhood, so it's like a shack. It's not even really a house.
He sighs because he knows what's coming up. It's gonna happen.
Mhm. You hear the door. You hear, who is it?
The tax collector.
He said super convincingly.
I'm just a housekeeper. I'm not the lady of the house. No one of the house is home. I'm just a housekeeper. Sorry, you have to come back another time.
I think this is my third time coming here this week.
I know, and you keep running into me, so.
I think it'd be better if we had this conversation with the door open, really.
Well, I don't. I Mistress does not open the doors for anyone except for her.
Ma'am, just relay the information to Elsa that I'm just trying to do my job and collect the money. You don't want who comes after me to come visit.
Yes, but I also want my child to have food. I mean, her child, my mistress's child.
Elsa opened the door.
Um, make a persuasion check. Or to intimidate. Well, I don't feel like you're intimidated. Well, you kind of were. You choose. It's persuasion or intimidation. Not that you're proficient in. Not that it's
9.
a bonus right now. I think I'm good. As it is. I guess you'll just have to come back tomorrow.
Looking at all the check marks on his parchment.
Uh-huh.
Also, this is gonna be my last visit.
All right, she'll open the door. She'll grab the money that she owes. Well, she'll grab a little sack and she'll dump out all that she has. A little
God.
bit. It's a little bit short. It's about a silver short.
Looking around
Also,
the door, looking around the street. Uh, Forlorn has been trying to be quiet. But he's been trying. He has had to yell through the door. It's like, is he getting attention from anyone?
Make a persuasion or perception check. Also, Elsa is a half elven woman. She's currently has like a shawl over her.
18.
18. You don't seem to be drawing much attention from other people, but you see that there's a little boy inside, in the other room. It's kind of peeking around a corner.
He's gonna take 3 coins, hand them back, and say, "I'll be back another 10."
Bless you, sir.
If I'm short, I'm the one who has to pay for it. So
Well, bless you. If it wasn't for that, my boy would go hungry. So thank you.
thank you for not.
I'd pay you if I could. I'm sorry.
That's what everyone says. This is one of my pleasanter interactions today. Honestly.
Well, I try to have a good day.
To you as well. And he tries to hide the money, make sure no one's looking. Not the most popular guy, so he tries to keep a low profile.
Right. Okay, so we're actually going to move along after that. Oh yeah, where is this happening? All right, so we go to a jail cell. Hey,
Yeah,
describe your character.
absolutely. Woo! Let me grab him.
Uh-huh.
No, it's on the other screen. That one.
Oh,
I was really worried it was one of my characters.
You're like, why is he in jail?
You know what he did.
So meet Clem.
Oh, I love them.
Amazing.
Clem is a dragonborn. He his family's not like super well off, but they're like kind of social climbers. They're trying to do better. His mom is anyway, like raise the kids better. He has 3 older siblings. All of them are like super successful. They run the family money lending business. But he's
Clem's in jail.
Clem's in jail. And probably has like yeah, Clem definitely has like comes to wake. He's like, oh fucking shit. Ah, God.
And you see a gnomish face right in front of yours. Good morning.
God, jeez.
You coughed in my face.
Yeah, why are you? What the fuck? Why are you here?
What? Oh, false accusations, really. It's nothing. It's nothing. They can't hold me for it forever. They can't prove anything.
Yeah. Yes.
What are you in here for?
The same.
Mhm.
As he like looks at his shirt and like manages to like pull off a little bit of sausage that's left over from something. Eats it.
Ah, the same. I see. She winks at you.
Yeah. One of my siblings should be by to let me out of here soon. Gonna kind of get up, stretch. He smells like the cheapest liquor. Not like he was necessarily drinking it, like he got it dumped on him at some point.
He was bathing in it.
Yeah. He's kind of scrawny, but he's super skinny. He kind of is hunched a little bit. Kind of knocks. Hey, yo,
Who you calling out to, the gnome or a guard?
the guard.
What do you want, Clem?
Yeah, when am I getting out of here? When's these hours over?
When you stop smelling as much as you do, I'll open it and get you out. I ain't coming near you right now.
Well, how am I supposed to stop smelling when I'm in here? It fucking stinks.
There's a bucket of water.
He takes it and just dumps it on him.
Yes, you smell much fresher now.
Oh, good. I was really worried that was piss.
Don't worry, I would never do something to a fellow like yourself.
He kind of leans into the guard away from the gnome and is just
Uh-huh.
like, dude, you gotta get me the fuck out of here. I think this is like a harassment situation and I'm kind of worried for my virtue.
Harassment's the last thing you would have to worry about with this lady.
What should I worry about? Just between you and me. You know, Steve, we're so close.
I would just worry about... Just don't put salt on you, is how I'll put it.
Whoa. Oh. Yeah, of course. Maybe it should have been piss. You know, I accidentally piss myself all the time.
Well, you don't smell like it.
Just give it time. Give it time.
Like marination takes time.
Wait,
Yeah.
I smell better now. Let me the fuck out of here.
All right, fine. They'll complain if you get eaten. All right, and he'll unlock the door. You're letting me out too. No, stay in there, you little fuck thing. Jesus Christ.
You know, some people they have that criminal disposition. It's what are you gonna do?
I will throw you in a different cell. All right.
All right, I'm gonna shut up now. Thanks,
Great.
Steve. You're my favorite guard. I'll leave a nice review.
Please don't. Please stop interacting. Please stop leaving notes. It's not.
He's already writing a note that's
No,
like
Don't hide it.
4
please.
out of stars. Steve was a real pal again. We had fresh water for once, not a bucket of piss.
See, it's those kinds of things. God damn.
Did not like the cannibal in the cell with me. Could have done without that. Would prefer a private cell in future if that's a possibility.
Please stop announcing what you write.
I was hoping I would get to see chaotic Faith this campaign.
And
And
he steps out and he goes, free man. And immediately walks straight into a pole.
Oh my god.
Oh, God. Am I anywhere near this tax man?
The tax man?
Forlorn.
Yeah, forlorn. Do
Make
I
a,
see him?
make a luck or perception check.
Okay. Neither of those is gonna go well. They're the same modifier. 8.
8. Don't see him currently.
Son of a bitch. Who moved that pole there? That wasn't there last week. Who moved that?
It's a pole. Why would we? What?
I'm watching you.
What? Oh.
I go home.
What's wrong with that young man? All right, and we're gonna switch over.
It can only get better from here.
Clem is my favorite.
All right, we are going to switch over to pretty far outside the city.
I'm pretty sure.
A field. We see a lot of sheep gathered, and an individual standing nearby. Mitch,
Yeah.
describe your character.
Sitting in this field, surrounded by the sheep,
I'm sorry, too.
is a very tall, very lanky, young gentleman who looks like this. And
I love
he
him.
is simply sitting there in the middle of the sheep, and he's just being, I don't know, keeping track of them, I guess. One of them is sitting like yeah, it's like laying down next to him. Yeah. Du hast recht. Scharf. Ja. Heute ist schon, oder? Ja.
He's Norwegian.
Make a perception check.
Yeah, for sure. Natural 20.
Hey, you see a
Total of 23.
nice. Hey, something that's not a negative. You see a weary traveler, like a cloak covering his head to protect him from the sun, with like a walking stick. They seem to be wounded or like very weary and like exhausted, just trying to make their way across the path, and coming closer to your sheep, but they don't seem to have noticed you
Okay.
currently.
I will stand up. Does at a glance with my natural 20. Do I suppose that this person is older than me?
Let me look at your age. Yeah, not much. They're young.
Okay. Still, seeing that they're older than me, I'll sort of bow my head.
They currently don't see you. They're still just like going down the path. They actually bump into you. Ah,
Oh,
uh, hello. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you there.
kann ich Ihnen helfen?
Jesus.
I um as common, as common. And
Uh,
then it's happening. This is what now I did not know was looking at me.
ich spreche ich nicht.
Okay, look at now. Do you do? Either way, I'm sorry. Do you have food? Food.
Ja, ich habe Essen.
Sounded like a yes. Uh, could I have some? I'm starving. I haven't eaten for days.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, you
There's sort of a pack that's left over by this one sheep that he was sitting near, and he'll go over to it, sort of dig through it for a minute, produce kind of a modest, like loaf of some kind, and he'll give it to.
He scarfs it down pretty quickly. Oh, thank you, Tarek. Oh, mhm. Tarek.
Ich heiße Wulfric. Wulfric.
Ulfric.
Wulfric.
Wulfric.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I won't forget this. Is there water nearby?
Was?
River?
Das Fluss?
Flute. Like a drink?
Da ist ein Fluss eine Meile die Straße runter.
Okay, I'm just gonna go the way you pointed. All right, thank you so much. He's just gonna head off in that direction. Where did you point it towards?
I'm assuming that there's probably a river.
There is a
Yeah,
river.
right, more towards the city.
Yes, there is a main
Yeah,
river.
so I would have pointed him.
Okay.
Möge das Licht mit deren ziehen.
Thank you as well. Safe travels as well, maybe? I don't thank you. And he will, yeah.
Also, you have some.
And also to you.
Make a perception check, Mitch.
Yeah, another one.
With advantage.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's very there's not much out here. You're in
16.
and whatnot.
16.
Okay. Yeah, you're waving goodbye to him. And you kind of like see like a good view. You're looking out. And you see lights in the sky.
Aliens.
And if you look up, do you want to look up to
Yeah, for sure.
the skyline? So as you start following it, you spin all the way around.
Okay.
And those lights, they look like they're very bright and they're in every direction above, filling the sky. And that's where we're going to tonight.
Hey!
Faith campaign, actually, maybe.
Yeah, we're adding a fourth set of characters.
The
No,
aliens.
You're alien characters.
Hell yeah.
Oh, two
Yeah, everybody made an
chaos
alien character, right?
What?
2 chaos characters for Faith?
2 chaos characters.
Yes,
Mitch would already
please.
have an alien essentially, but probably worse.
Jean-Claude is an alien.
Yeah,
uh,
that is the twist. So
all right. So thank you for joining us, everyone. I will do. This is going to be my sign off. It's going to be different every week. It's just
Deal with it.
deal with it. You don't know what it's going to be. It's going to be like, why is he doing this? It's like, I wanted to sign off, all right? And I'm choosing this one. So fucking get off your high horse. Let Nick be on the high horse because he knows how to handle horses properly.
Yeah, because
But
he's a
just-
horse boy.
Yeah, he's a horse boy. You're below him, all right?
Jeez.
All right, so this will be the
high
Yeah,
praise
that's
to the
the
horse.
sign
boy.
off. You're below him.
that's gonna be my
Bye.
sign off.
God, I wish I was below him. What?
Fuck you
Oh,
and the
oh.
horse you can't ride.
You know what? I kind of like the idea. You know what? We had a different idea for the sign off. I kind of like the idea of insulting the audience at the end and saying, "This person's above you. Clearly, you're below them." No, I should have a sign
We
off.
can
All
say
right,
that.
I should probably have a sign off. So, but I really want to. It's okay. It's okay. All right. So thank you for joining us, everyone. And may your cannibals always be hungry.
There you
I
go.
think you want
Still
the
eating.
opposite of that, but yeah.
Stay
No, you
cannibal,
want.
my friend.
Oh well.
Stay
I
cannibal.
can't do the sign off if you're all talking during it.
Well, we got a comment.
Well, yeah, you got a comment. What was your comment, Mitch? No, let's hear it now.
Nothing. My comment was nothing. I was saying like, yeah, you do want cannibals to be hungry, but then Faith said something about no, that's actually a problem, and I was like, actually, yeah, maybe if you think about it.
Maybe if you think about it, cannibals are a problem. Anyway,
No matter whether they're, regardless of their hunger state.
Stay normal, my friends.
thank you. Thank you for joining us. Actually, yeah, stay normal. That's a good one. Good job, David. You rolled a 20. May your cannibals always be hungry. Stay normal, my friends. Thank you.
Maybe learn